possession to decide it all. GODSENT nearly had overtime in their grasp, but ATK pulled out the clutch. Now, it's anyone's game. And GODSENT get the advantageous CT start, which is going to be tough roads for ATK. A pistol round would go a long way to making this a little bit easier. Let's see if they can get it. Pressure on towards A, and it seems like a bomb plant might be coming through already, but Taco finds one through the smoke. So advantage GODSENT. Bomb plant, though, secured. The hit. MOTM trying to swing into the action. He swings into death. There's still a player in the catacombs. Fady could be key here.
Nice work.
Especially since, well, John, he's not going to have any teammates. It's all going to be Fady.
This one's here.
Not anymore.
This one's gone.
As is Fady. A swift retake, not a body dropped here. As GODSENT just swarm back onto that site and take it decisively. A bomb plant available for ATK, but nothing beyond that.
Yeah, Taco got early revenge against Swisher there through the smoke. He was, like you mentioned, a thorn in Taco's side on Inferno. Perhaps Taco will continue to win that duel this time around on Ancient. 1-0 for GODSENT. And you were saying it would have been good for ATK to get a first on the board on their T side. And it's always good for the T side to strike early on this map because we've seen it decisively go in the CT's favor many, many times in the past. All right, ATK, though, they are going to force up off the bomb plant. Not the best of buy-ups in terms of weaponry. It'll be 3 Mac 10 to 2. Let's see if they can make it work. Barton gets the first one. Actually, no, it's Taco, and now Barton can't even get on the board. He's doing damage, but that's it. Dumao's right there to help out. He finds himself 2 after Swisher drops Taco, and now it's a 3v1. Only Fady left. He does manage to do a lot of damage onto Lato, but it doesn't matter. Dumao's right there for his 3rd on the round and a 2nd overall for GODSENT.
And it's messy for GODSENT, but they keep 3 alive, and that's all that matters, especially because those 3 are the ones bringing the M4A1Ss through, right? So the big guns all get saved through. You lose an MP9, you lose a FAMAS. Yeah, it stings a little bit, but it's fine. Now you've got the 4 A1Ss up, you got the MP9 to make some money in from Barton, and you presumably got a relatively comfortable round here against ATK. Especially as Barton has already found the opening pick, and yeah, it's already starting to dissolve here for ATK like a sugar cube in a glass of water.
Yep. Nothing doing. Bowden, last one standing here. Trying to front Dumao. No, Bowden's got a chance here to get Barton. Barton has no idea he's there, but Taco peeks around the corner and says, hey, you forgot something here. And he gets Bowden. That's going to be that. 3-0 in favor of GODSENT. But here comes the first proper buy-up for ATK. What do they have in store here? Timeout going to be called. Is this a tactical or a tech?
Would be a little unusual if it were, but let's go in and see. What do the logs say?
It's ATK calling for a timeout.
Yeah, they really want to make sure they've got a plan here. So they evidently didn't have a plan already drawn up for their first rifle round, or at least they wanted to remind everybody of what the plan was. And they're going to make sure that they got the distribution of wealth down pat. Everybody gets full util except for Bowden, who gets AWP till. Which, considering that some teams don't op on the T side, it's interesting that they do go for that investment early on here for ATK.
All right. ATK going to toss a Molotov up the top of B ramp, but don't actually push on through. And Bowden on the move hits the quick scope against Taco with the Opti. Now gets the trade though. And
how is Swisher alive? How is Swisher alive?
I don't
know. He
had
9 points of health. How did that nade do nothing?
It's Counter-Strike nades, Mike.
HEs, man. Dumao has to be feeling a little bitter about that one. I think maybe it went too deep. I don't even know. How did that HE not kill him? Oh, Henny just spotted a player. Didn't realize it for a second, but now he knows. It's a little big kill. If you're wondering what Lato's doing in 2 places at once, don't worry. It's just a ghost back in spawn. Ghost Lato can't hurt you. He's not real. Or is he? Good things on a Barton. They could use a Ghost Lato now. Pressure on the Henny. Does Fady want to go through the smoke? Live up to his name. We Dumao instead to receive him. And they are going to settle in towards B, so this could be huge, actually. Fady's play late, the flank. Lato has a gap. If they come through cave, oh, Fade's already struck. Now they're focused in on that. But Lato's position is deadly. He only gets one. He does slot the bomb. But Henny needs to make the move now. Oh, and he's been caught by Swisher. What a peek. A bullet would have done him in, but he's fearless on it. Barton will get an upgrade. With no health, how does he want to approach this? Can't deny the bomb, obviously. Needs to be perfect on shots if he's going to do so. The HE on his belt could take Swisher out of play. Swisher's already dodged one, though. And he's posted up, so we'll never get a chance to throw. Nicely played from ATK. They take that first gun round and take it home.
Yeah, Lato's positioning was quite threatening for ATK, but ATK just had the timing right. MOTM coming into cave, and as soon as Lato denies the plant, well, MOTM's right there for the trade, and after that, it was all ATK. Great shots from Swisher as well with the big green. So, there you go. They've cracked the scoreboard on their T side. GODSENT will still be able to buy up pretty much fully, yeah, with 4A1S's and the Optimal playing. And Jaguar, here's the shot fired and hits the headshot onto Bowden. Now smoke comes out. Swisher will be his next victim, in fact. No more damage done for Swisher, at least not in this round, as the 5v2 advantage now hits with Henny finding that headshot onto Fady. These are the rounds, Mike, honestly, that must hurt ATK immensely, right? Because they find a very nice round victory, and then they just get deleted in the first few seconds of this one.
Yeah. It is ancient, though. It's just kind of how it plays sometimes, right? It's so brutal as a T side.
Yes, I mean, I would be saying that, but it's just because of the way things have trended for ATK over the last few days.
Unless no. But maybe. Poor Taco, man. Right? Like, It's like he's always the one guy who gets killed. He's always getting deleted. And I know he doesn't care. I know he's fine with it. He's the in-game leader. He's very happy to sacrifice to set up his team to make sure that they win rounds. I don't think he cares what's happening to his own statistics, provided they win the round. But it feels like every time one person just gets plucked or swung on a site, it's always Taco. Ooh, nice nades. MOTM's low. But he's up donut. Was that hurt? Yes, it was. And Barton will deal with it. But is Barton going to react in time? Oh, just in the nick of. That could be a bomb plant given over. Indeed, I think it will be. They kind of need to force this down, but Taco does want to deny, and he's able to do so. Just at the right split second. Fady finds a kill, but can he get any more? He's got a rifle, but he's got no kills. Taco gets his revenge in this one to the tune of 3.
Yeah, not much brought into the round there by ATK, so the result as expected. Even though Barton was pressured, like you were saying, there was an opportunity for ATK to take him down, but he was wise to it, flicking around, finding the bodies, and making sure that it would not be in doubt. 6th round potentially here coming here for GODSENT, but ATK are going to have other plans. They're back to their full-on buy-up. Dumau immediately smokes that Molotov right outside of Donut, and it's going to work the edge of the smoke with the A1S. I like the positioning for him as ATK. Well, they're spread out. They got 3 players heading towards the A site and a couple leaning into B. We'll see where they decide to go. I'm assuming they're looking for first contact to come through, maybe from some aggression on GODSENT's end.
Barton. Hungry. Barton. This is the map he's secondary ops on. It doesn't happen very often. Oh, when he's backed away. Not. I don't know how he's thinking, all right, glad I backed away when I did. Dumau destroyed right in front of him. Annihilated by that Oppa boot.
430 damage.
My goodness. How are they going to play this? It is going to be pressure in towards A. Barton is still here. I think I'm going to expect the AWP, that secondary op. 45 seconds is not a lot of margin for error here. And that's going to be the first player deleted. Barton has to focus on Donut, though. He's got so much responsibility for this, so he will start to back away. He will find this space. He's hoping they try and threaten him there. He's hoping they try and take him out of play. But is he expecting the player on top of the box? Well, that's not going to matter because he's backed off. He'll play the numbers with his team. I'm giving them the advantage. They want the round. They don't care about the bomb plant, and it's looking like a good decision here as Lato takes that donut control. It's all onto MOTM. Wow. It's all onto this last man. He has seen his teammates just evaporate around him. the curse, and it's all over. What a great retake for GODSENT. They get pushed off. They don't hesitate.
Yeah, it's just Barton, like you mentioned, evening the numbers at a 3v3, and then afterwards, not a single player further will fall for them as they get another perfect retake, and ATK just can't hang on. The good news is the bomb plants continue to flow for them, so they'll get another buy up through, but they need those rounds, Mike. They need to find a way to convert these rounds because GODSENT, you give them too much of a lead, and, well, there'll likely be no coming back from it.
To be fair, though, to ATK, this is Ancient. It is a brutal map to try and get these rounds on.
Look, I mean, we have seen some teams find success, right, on their
Sure,
T sides
sure.
of Ancients, so
Okay.
it's not impossible. But yeah, it's a tough ask. You're not wrong.
So let's talk about this. So that's Ancient. The last 3 months. Oh, okay, hold on. Hit man. I'll talk about this later. Fady.
Sure.
Going to find one. That's a huge opener. Zumal, what's going on? His bullets are just disappearing. Someone load GODSENT's guns with blanks because they're not finding the damage here. It's a 2-on-3. Never mind. Make that Henny alone. And they can just leave him alone. They don't need to play. They don't need to tango with this dangerous dancer. They can back away, and they're going to do exactly that. They're going to shift over towards A. They're going to get this bomb planted. They're going to get a critical T-side round, most like. Henny might just consider saving this AWP. There's enough cash that he could maybe risk it, but an AWP is just so valuable, right? There's no reason to throw this away.
No, I don't think he will. Oh, unless he will throw it away because he doesn't want ATK to get another op back in their hands. All right. I don't mind it, Henny. A little bit of a micro play happening there. But at the very least, you're saying, Mike, how T's can't find success on Ancient, but that was pretty good.
Yeah, they won
ATK.
one round. But I'm just saying it's like a 60% to 40% distribution over the last 3 months on all HLTV games, and that's bonkers.
No, absolutely. I'm not disagreeing with you. I just feel like there are some teams finding success more often than not on their T side now, but it's not overall for sure. Like, especially considering all the HLTV games include advanced matches, include, of course, Challenger League and the pro level. I just, maybe at the major level, right, we're seeing some interesting T sides.
Yeah.
Anyway, whatever.
So now the question becomes the question that it's always been for ATK.
Yeah.
Can they build? Can they get the second? The double op's going to come back out for GODSENT. It's a full investment into this one. They're risking the biscuit. Heavy investment through. Taco waiting to be gifted something. That's a Famoose. He's gone all the way in as well. Playing the donut early. A little bit slowed up on the taker. GODSENT as a result actually going to go really soft towards A initially. Good damage on a Swisher. Spam's deadly. Flotho just sends out that HE. Maybe he'll find him. Though Swisher is the man who's defied death.
.117 on the clock here. ATK certainly taking their time. The bomb is rotated all the way around back from the A site towards B, and it appears as though ATK want to hit in this direction. Everyone's starting to lean here. They have taken mid control, and GODSENT, well, they're tucking in. They want to wait for ATK to come to them. 3 players onto B, so should ATK come here, GODSENT are poised to defend and deny. Lotto going to toss a smoke into Jaguar, spams it as well. Doesn't want anyone to gain an advantage there, and you see ATK, they're bunched up here towards that B ramp. Execute's going to come through. Henny's waiting with the op. This is a good position for him, but Bowden's going to try peeking it, and there are the AKs as well. It is Bowden to find the frag at the end of the day, but ATK taking a lot of damage, and Taco gets 2 before Bowden finds himself a second, evening things out at 3v3, but Mike, the HP very low for ATK on both Bowden and Swisher.
It is. And Lotto has a prime opportunity here. Can he find the spam? No, not quite. So much damage done. So much damage. Bowden with 1. Okay, he's out of play. Swisher not much better, but Mistim cleans up Lotto in the cave, and it's all going to be about Mistim, who now has a premium post plant. He can play it from either side. He'll opt to go for the ramp. They planted very open. And he'll get that back. There's the face. There's the fight. He's down to half, but his opponent has an op, so it doesn't matter. And Barton is out of time. He has to force the issue here. And Mistim knows it now. He can play the clock. He can play the time. He's done a beautiful job of it. This round's already his. There's nothing that Barton can do about this except find this last kill. There's not enough time for this defuse, certainly.
I think it's going to be
No.
close. Oh, just barely misses on the defusal as Barton will go down with the bomb. At least takes down everyone on ATK before dropping, but still, that's a great round for ATK to convert as they're up to 3. Another timeout going to be called here. This one is again ATK.
That's an interesting timing to do so.
I mean, yeah, especially considering that things are starting to trend in your favor. GODSENT's on a pistol, but maybe they just want to make sure that they tighten up a little bit.
That's a weird time. I mean, look. They've had their struggles in anti-eco situations before.
Yes.
GODSENT are going to take that time to actually get the force in. Okay. All right. Okay. Huh. What's the play here? Now I understand it more. If you're expecting the force buy through, it wouldn't necessarily have been my expectation, especially with the loss bonus starting to build here for GODSENT, but they're going to do it. They're going to do it with the SMGs. Henry, flubbing a flash, will die. Bob Barton's raced his way down the B ramp. This is getting messy now. Barton, so much damage. Oh my goodness. Beatty is limping and he's out of play. It's working. Barton, a one-man wrecking crew. 3 kills found here. He hasn't found the bomb though. But they've been pushed back in towards B main. They've been pushed all the way back through spawn. The madman that is Barton has taken so much space. And now Lato can get an upgrade as well. One of these rifles can be salvaged and this is getting risky. ATK, they took that pause, but it may not have served them well. What do they do here? What's the read? They're taking the space in towards mid as Barton is vacating it. GODSENT doesn't have issue, but they'll leave Lato as a trap on B and play a duo elsewhere on the map. Bowden trying to clear this AWP. It's still very recoverable if they can get the first kill on engagement. Bowden and missed them. Working their way in towards the red room now. Splitting up the middle of the map, but it's Barton who waits for them. And he'll spot that barrel. He'll have it. The shot goes wide, but Barton still gets the kill. A 1v2 here. Barton can't quite clean it up, but does he expect the 5-7 here in the catacombs? No, Mislim's going to force the plant, and he's dead as a result. He's dead to the backstab. It's all over. Taco finishes him off. Barton with 4 huge kills, and ATK drop it to a 4 spy.
Surprised he didn't stick the plant. Decided to pull off it at the very last moment. And yeah, great job by GODSENT. Barton in particular showing that the UMP is indeed viable. Gets the opening frag with it. And then afterwards picks up the AK and just continues to spam on forward until finally the bullets connect. And almost gets the H. Look at these nades! Oh, the utility damage is catastrophic for ATK. Henny gets a 3K, 2 of those with the FAMAS, and then Lato finds the last one on to miss them. That is going to do it very quickly for that play. ATK just tried to go quickly and explosively towards B, but GODSENT were ready.
Look, I mean, there wasn't much doing in that round regardless.
No.
Getting absolutely annihilated with HEs certainly isn't going to make it look that much better. ATK, now they've got the guns back up, and they're really going to be feeling the pain of that anti-ego, right? 4 rounds on Ancient is such a godsend already. I realized what I did immediately afterwards. Unintentional, folks. Unintentional. But we just roll with those. Initial damage on the Swisher. He's lost a lot of health here. At the Snake at the beginning of rounds. They're spamming again, knowing that they could collect. Heavy presence in the elbow. Who's watching this Taco? They've got no ops is the problem for GODSENT, right? They like to play double op on this map. They don't have any. So it's shifting the way they're playing. We got Barton boosted up. Which is interesting with his full build to util. Taco jump spotting. He'll have to back away. So mid is left open for ATK to run through. If they go donut to A, Barton's position could actually wind up being huge. Because they might not expect it by then. But it looks like they're going to split, right? The bomb's moving on Fady.
This is
the temple. But if he gets dropped and no one's around, He's making a bold move. A smoke goes down. That floats more players over, but it makes me nervous when the bomb's this isolated. Oh, huge kill to find. That makes life uncomfortable for Barton. He has repositioned. Can he find this first kill? He needs it. He's got it. Pressure on. Fady's out. Molotov, but the rifle's not there, and that's a huge kill to find for Fady. Numbers still even, but this bomb can be planted 11 seconds. There's no time here, but they get it done. They get the numbers punched in. It's a 2v2 in the post. Lotto creeping forward. Time seems to stop here. Bowden in the donut. Not a lot of health, but he's got the op, so it shouldn't matter. And Mistim's playing a bit of an off angle on this. Bowden's gone. It's all into Mistim. He's found the first, but at the cost of so much health, he's just trying to escape. The time isn't with him. Henny does have a kit this time, and he could just stick this. He could just stick this, but Mistim, the patience on him. He's waiting it out. Now he's going to check. Now he's going to swing, and he's going to have the shot as well. What a clutch for ATK.
Wow, Mistim comes through big time there, especially in that 1v1 to ensure that the bomb will be enough for ATK to take that round. Wow, I'm blown away by the fact that they even pulled that one off. I thought Barton had them dead to rights, but eventually they slipped through. Alrighty, timeout going to be called again. If it's by ATK again, I'm going to be asking questions. And it is by ATK again, Mike.
It is?
Yes.
Calling timeouts after exciting moments, maybe just to calm down the teams, clear the comms. I know some teams that'll do that.
They've used 3 of their 4 timeouts already, though.
Yeah, it's a little aggressive. But the flip side is it is very tricky to get these T-side rounds, right?
True.
So I can understand, Spray making the call that if they can get 5 as opposed to 4 in this half, it's so worth it. Take 1 timeout for the second half in case things are really going awry. Still,
135, yeah.
Once again, the greatest foe of ATK, John. A partial buy.
I don't know about this time. Well, actually, there are 3 A1Ss here.
Pretty good.
Yeah, that's pretty decent.
Better than usual, right? Usually it's the pistols that do them in. This is, it was an up last time.
I mean, technically the buy-ups are pretty even here, Mike. You got 2 Galils, 2 AKs, and the MAC-10 on ATK, and on GODSENT, the MP9, 3 A1Ss.
Sure ain't bad.
Scout. Yeah.
Oh, is the window peak going to be good? Dumont doesn't want to take it. He spams it!
What?
He knows the angle! He's got the lineup! Okay, Dumont, you absolute nerd. What a brilliant play there. I love it.
How does he...
They made the play. They threw the utility in towards the mid, so he just timed it.
I know, man.
Timed it. That's a huge flashbang, though, to clear this out. Lotto predicts this again. GODSENT such a read for the positioning of ATK. Dumont, that's huge. That's huge. Maintains cave. This is going to be such a tough take now. If he drops there, suddenly it's even Steven. Suddenly it's in favor of ATK, but as it is now, they've got nothing. They've got no carpet. They've got no inroad towards the site. And with 21 seconds, they're saving. They can't rotate this, right? Yeah, no, that's a save. This is a save.
If
Wow.
they can save. I mean, Taco's right around the corner here. He might try to go aggressive into T-spawn, but yeah, I mean...
The problem is the money is so bad for GODSENT. I don't think they're going to try and threaten this at all.
Yeah, and also, not to mention, the loss bonus isn't too great for ATK right now, so I do understand the save. Especially considering Mistim and Bowden still had above 1k left. So yeah, why doesn't the rest of the team's probably going to force up around this, and they do. MOTM's already dropped a MAC-10 for someone. In fact, he bought a MAC-10, dropped it, gets an A1S upgrade handed to him, and now it's going to be 2 MAC-10s and Deagle around the rifles. ATK are going to charge through, at least one player is, towards mid, and MOTM's not spotted at all. Dumal's going to be in for a world of hurt, and it's in fact Taco that suffers. Dumal could get the backstab, and he does. MOTM didn't realize there was still another player there, so things under control right now for GODSENT.
Still, a 1-for-1 is fine if you're ATK, right? It's not
Yeah.
bad by any measure. The question's going to be, is anyone looking for Dumao to come in from window? Is anyone looking for this?
Nice
Swisher's found a kill on Henny. That's huge. Dumao has just found the bomb, though. Dumao's just found the bomb, and he's in towards cave. Lotto taking out a play, and Dumao down. That's the player they had to deal with. The health is abysmal here. Barton could pull off the victory. He's going to deny the bomb plant. Oh, no. They still got a minute. They got plenty of time. They cannot panic here. They don't have the health for this fight. Got to be very careful. They have to treat Barton. Threat that he is. That smoke fade. No, they've lost another. The timing is brutal. The re-smoke doesn't come out. They lose track of it. And now it's all on the Mistim. And Barton is just yo-yoing between the two sides. He's got the last! A 1v3. What a clutch for Barton, playing them for fools.
Oh, Barton Dumas show here on Ancient. That is a fantastic clutch by Barton, 1v2. And I mean, look, for Fady, he comes up close and throws the smoke, figuring, okay, I'm safe for the moment. But the fade was just enough for Barton to take advantage of. And Fady, in fact, could have even fallen back to a safer position to re-smoke that, but instead figured, hey, I'm here, why not try it? And just, yeah, great play by Barton. And again, even rotating around to the other side wasn't necessarily expected by the last ATK member. So there you go. 10-4 double digits found on CT's side of Ancient. But like you mentioned, Mike, usually that's something that you will see here. See if ATK can get a fifth. That would be even better. And Fady finds Dumas with the Galil. So that's going to make it the 5v4 early on for ATK. Taco's peeking around looking for some information down this B ramp, but he's not going to see anything for the time being, although ATK are threatening 3 players going into cave. Lato's going to be exposed. He's getting wall banged, so they know he's here probably from the audio cues. Taco charges down the ramp. MOTM finds him, and ATK have control of this B site.
It's the last round, so it'll certainly be attempted, but they're going to wait for the numbers for this retake. This bomb is going down. Nothing that can be done about that. There's a gap in that smoke. There's so many gaps in ATK smokes, man. That one won't be punished for now, although I'm surprised someone's not sitting it. There's a flashbang. Could have been bad. Bowden does get the kill. The trade is there, but it's not looking good. It's all on to Henny. It's all on to Henny. We'll find the first, the second as well. Two more for Henny. Scoping him with that AWP. They're trying to isolate him, and Mistim's got him on the angle, and that's a 10-5 half. Oh, we're a round in. All right, okay. GODSENT win the second half pistol. There we go. Okay, 6-round lead for GODSENT now. Nice way to start your T side. We talked about how brutal it is to get those T side rounds. So a winning pistol goes a long way towards that. Damn, early. Missed him. Can't connect with the next shot, though. So Bowden is going to make it a little spicy with the USP. That bomb needs to be planted. MOTM continue to do damage with the pistols. They've got nothing invested into this round, and yet it's a 3-on-3. And here comes the play. It's all on to Bowden, and he continues to chip away, but he'll finally be taken out. Still massive damage considering there was nothing invested through. Now ATK will get the investment, and here could be punishing for GODSENT.
Or for ATK, because if GODSENT get that third here in this second half and go up 13-5, ATK are going to be reeling in terms of their money. Lost bonus, sure, it'll be 2,900, but that helps a little bit less on CT side than it does on your T side. Alrighty, GODSENT gonna come out here. It might go for a full-on push to B, and they are. Molotov doesn't really do much. It tickles for a little bit of damage, but that's it. Taco and Swisher exchange frags, but the B site has effectively been taken, and Swisher's isolated here. What a peek from Bowden from short B to take down Dumao, and now he's smoked off, but still, the damage has been done, and GODSENT have to be watching their corners, realizing that ATK could be around anything or any smoke.
Penny spot is huge here. He gets cleaned out. MOTM, that's a big kill to find. Swisher, another. And it's all falling apart here. Taco finds one. He's looking for more, but he's not going to get it. Doesn't realize Fady's there. And it's 3 players who survive for ATK. A big round. And with no bomb plant here either, what we said before comes to pass. The money is in tatters for GODSENT. ATK will have a chance to build early here in their CT side. Unless... before spy? John? Pauses come in here.
Well,
GODSENT gonna go for it.
Yeah, their first time out.
Feels like they could go for it.
They're talking it over.
Where do they go if they do? What can you get? Maybe an AK here on Taco? I assume he dropped that over. Not confident of that fact, though. Can make it happen. He's actually having a pretty good game.
I don't think they're going to go.
Oh. They're doing it. They're doing it. How could you ever doubt the force spy would come through? Gotta make it happen here. Deagle's out. Khalil's out. And here's the thing, right? ATK's greatest foe.
The rounds they should win.
The rounds they should win. This would be catastrophic if they didn't. Barton's out of play immediately. That's a really nice start. That's the MAC 10 down. Here comes pressure on. They don't read Fady's spot here by the box. They're just trying to go momentum, and that's bomb signed, sealed, and delivered. Fady might not get away, but he does. An escape artist here slings back in, and now this should be a premium position. Nade damage through. GODSENT just running into a wall here. And while Dumao will try and chisel away, it's just not going to happen. Not here, not now. ATK, what a way to respond to a force buy. What a way to deny.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, GODSENT have to be kicking themselves. Only 1 frag out of that force buy. That's it. And their money is in the gutter. So now they're definitely going to be on an eco round. Absolutely nothing invested. Just Glocks dry. Let's see how this one pans out. They just want to get a bomb plant out of this. I'm pretty sure it's not going to come through unless something miraculous happens here. But A is ripe for the taking. There is a Molotov thrown in towards A main. That was thrown by Fady, who has now gone into Donut. Lots of presence towards mid here by ATK, who just do not want to give that up. Maybe GODSENT slips through to B. We'll see.
MOTM.
Yeah.
Just got the timing on this window peak, but he's not spotted players. Does he misread this? There's still 2 players in sight, so it should be all right, even if he makes the wrong call. But he's gone back to clear elbow instead. Now, timing could get rough. Missed him in Swisher R5. Never mind.
Yeah, it's fine.
It's just that moment where you could get overwhelmed, but no, they're going to be A-okay, and it's going to be completely clean for ATK. No danger in that round, and no danger dealt.
Yeah, great time to build up their economy. Only 1 player lost over 2 rounds, and they don't really need to reinvest that much aside from utilities. So building up that money early on your CT side of Ancient is very important. GODSENT are back to the rifles, though. 4 AKs and the Galil, along with a decent amount of utility to come through here, and they're just going to charge up towards A main. This could be a straight A hit, maybe some mid presence, but 4 players are already committed towards A main. There is a vulnerability that we've talked about here on this A site with only Fady here defending. So if GODSENT can exploit that, they could at least get a bomb plant and possibly more. Fady's going to be waiting here outside of Donut, hoping to find that initial engagement, and well, it's coming soon. No, he falls off, goes back into Donut, going to give up the site, but the rotations have come through now, Mike.
They're going to boost up. They're going to boost up over the smoke. Is it being watched for? No. MOTM gets a kill on the flank. Now this gets rough. Bowden down. Fady lost as well. Advantage now for GODSENT. If they can get a smoke in towards Donut, this would be huge. Missed him still on the site, though. He has put himself on an island. His teammates can't come in to help him. They're going to try and come through, and they do catch Lato planting the bomb. Penny takes 2, but it's all on Missed him, and he can't hang on. GODSENT, a critical 13th round. What a time to do it.
I mean, Lato, just the bait, I suppose. Just, hey, Lato, go plant in the open while we try to make sure that anyone who comes out, even if they kill you, will go down for the count. And that is exactly what happens. GODSENT, do not miss a beat, and a great time for them to come through with that 13th. But ATK, interestingly, gonna go for the double op setup, and they already have one from Fady here. Dumao drop Fady. Looking to get another one here as he's posted up again outside of Donut. This time he's got reinforcements to help him out. That's MOTM with the A1S. Again, the reason I wanted to bring up double op, you don't see it that often on Ancient because there aren't many opportunities for the op to come in and be impactful. So you want to keep it as a solo op.
Well, you know, I've actually seen a lot of teams start to run it where what they'll do is they'll leave their primary op to roam and to create around the map. And then you because normally one person plays your A anchor role. And so you just leave the A anchor, whoever that is picks up the op. It'll be Fady this time, it seems. But I mean, Barton plays it for GODSENT, right? And you see it a lot. And Fady has struck early. So it is an interesting one.
Yeah, I mean, certainly possible to make it work. I just think that more often than not, you will get punished.
Huge kill. That's a huge kill. Miss him stuck in the corner here. The Molly's going to force him out. Is he going to be punished? He's trying to spam this. He's got MOTM to support, and that's going to save his bacon. Yes, MOTM goes down, but they know Miss is still around this corner, so Lato can't come through, and it's a crossfire if Lato comes through the door. Never mind.
How does
he doesn't have to go all the way through. He doesn't have to expose himself to Swisher. Right. Swisher is regretting that one now. A 2-on-2 now. Swisher withdraws, and they have to send Fady around because there's a possibility of the flank, but Swisher's now heard the footsteps. So he calls his team back in. Here comes the spam. Here comes the lineup. Does he get checked? It's an even damage exchange. Molotov in to make sure there's no peek. That bomb's ticking, and it's all on Barton. We've seen him pull off a clutch here when the shoe's on the other foot. Flashbang is good, but the op is better. Fady managed to turn away, avert the blindness from his eyes, and now get them a 9th. Such a dangerous situation, but ATK, hang on.
No, double op worked. I take it back. I take
Fady
it back.
Hitting.
Yeah, Fady's hitting, and Bowden's actually not. Again, he's fallen by the wayside over the last 2 maps, it seems. But
he used up his juice on Mirage.
Yeah, but it's when he's challenged, at the very least, he's able to clutch it out as he did in Inferno to ensure that they'd get here at Ancient in the first place. So, you know, it's not always the scoreline that'll tell the story, and ATK bounce right on back after GODSENT get a 13th and find themselves a 9th. Double op was recovered as well, and they'll bring it back forward into this round. GODSENT onto an eco. They're going to charge up that B ramp, and Barton gets the opener. A ripper of a shot from the Deagle onto Bowden. That's the first op down. Swisher is there to get things back under control, though. The thing is, Watson's going to be bearing down quickly. They have to hit this, and miss them. Doesn't miss a beat.
There we go. Should be all right now. The bomb is committed in, so they kind of just have to go. If they're going to do something, it's about doing economic damage at this point, I think, probably for GODSENT. Obviously, a bomb plant would be miraculous, but with the bomb down, 3 players in sight, yeah, it's a tough ask. How about someone gets a little bit too curious, pokes on in towards the Deagle. Sure might, and he does indeed.
Oh, man.
Barton collects. It's a 3-on-3. This isn't out of the realm of possibility. No armor makes it tough. But all it's going to take is a little bit of undisciplined play from ATK. And this could get really bad. Here comes the grouped up shot. Flashbang's good. MOTM clears 2. And he gets away to avoid losing his own life. There's the clear on the last. Another flash comes in to set it up. ATK have double digits.
Well, there you go. Undisciplined play, but not punished for it as MOTM. He just peeks around the corner and takes all 3 fights by himself. He's like, hey, hold on, guys. I got this. And up to 17 frags on the board. Not to mention ATK have hit double digits, so they've recovered quite significantly from that 10-5 deficit. Now only 3 rounds back of GODSENT, who are back to the rifles here. 4 AKs and the Galil trying to make it work in towards Cave. Swisher is the first victim here, down from Dumau's AK, and Mistin tries to regain that space. Effectively does, but the smoke is going to force him back, and in the meantime, GODSENT have walked all the way across the B site. Mistin gets 1, but Taco and Dumau take down 2 more. That leaves only Mistin and Fady to try and get this done, and Henny takes down Mistin as he tries to flash himself through the smoke. Fady is thinking, well, this might be a good time to get the heck out of Dodge and save this A1S.
He's back out. He's back out. He's slinking away. Fady saving the value of that gun. And is that an iBuy power sticker on it, John?
It is, but a less valuable iBuy power sticker from DreamHack 2014. Is that right?
Got you. Yeah, it looks like it. What do those run?
Yeah.
It's not the spicy 70K ones, huh?
No, it's far less than that. I can't remember exactly, but it doesn't look
nickel.
like a hollow. It's
I would laugh if it was like a nickel.
Not a nickel. It's got more value than that. But yeah, I'll double check now. Why not?
Why not? Why not? Is what GODSENT say as they find 14. So close to clearing this.
$124.
That is substantially less than 70K.
Yes.
Oh, it's just so weird, the vagaries of the internet, why something is $1 bazillion and why something's like, I mean, that's still a lot. But,
the reason is it was so underinvested, that first major, right? Those stickers are so rare that that's why they're so valuable. Not to mention they look incredible.
All right, well, here comes the hit, and it's a vacant A site. There's no one here. There's no one here, but Mistin's got the kill on Taco. Does that spur them in towards the site? It does indeed. This could be rough. This could be tough for ATK. They don't have the position.
Yeah,
MOTM's the only player who's even close. And he's just got a 5-7 to try and do this. They just took down Fady. That's one of the rifles out of play. This bomb's going down, and ATK can't deny. A 4-on-4. Does ATK just pull the ripcord and go for the save? They got 3 rifles. It'd be worth it. They've got no spare cash.
Yeah.
This is going to be map point.
They need a kill here.
They don't get that kill. They don't get that kill. I think they should be a save. They could be coming into their tomb. This could be bad. And that's another one dropped. It's just the 3 rifles now. Who wants to make the first move? They're going to do it. That's another one dropped. Gun evaporating, slinking away. They're losing everything here. It just missed him with no health. And he has to try and pull an escape back. He's gotten out, perhaps, but he can't even be in the same zip code when that bomb explodes. And a bullet will find him on the chase. No gun saved through. No cash here for ATK. They are broke as a joke, staring down map point, series point.
Don't like that call. Do not like that call at all. I mean, it was a tough buy up already for ATK. You have 3 rifles that you can salvage out of the round, a path away from the bomb site, and instead they choose to take fights that are just so ill-advised. I mean, yes, you're giving up a 15th round, but you give yourself a fighting chance to perhaps push this one to overtime, and well, instead, now you're going to have to settle for pistols and an MP9, probably a second MP9 in Bowden's hands, but this is a really tough round. I think ATK is going to use their last time out here. They are to talk things over. GODSENT have taken firm control now here on their T side. And the thing is, GODSENT have continued to abuse what I consider to be a weak A site hold. They always have only 1 player there. Most of the time, it's Fady going in towards Donut and trying to make sure that GODSENT can't come through, but they haven't really made an adjustment since GODSENT has started to abuse this, and they continue to find the holes. So here comes GODSENT again towards the A site. MOTM's waiting here in Donut with some utility, but Barton's going to get the opening frag. And now, well, MOTM's going to have to try and hold off GODSENT by his lonesome with only a deagle in hand and 2 players that are shortly going to be bearing down on him. That nade does a little bit of tickle damage down to 88, but he's not too worse for the wear. I think GODSENT wants to try and pull the rotations over, and in the meantime, Mistin towards that B site gets taken down to 8.
That's rough. That's rough. Deagles, prayers, sticks and stones. They're holding out hope here, our ATK. A GODSENT know that they've got time on their side, at least for the moment, right? Patient play. See if the stench of desperation comes through. That's a dunker of a nade. Launch from Bodenmaster all the way from the red room. It does soften up these players. Might make them a bit more vulnerable to pistols, but the gamble's coming through from ATK. They've abandoned A. They've abandoned A. They're going for the full gamble. And it is, unfortunately for them, looking like the wrong read. Donut seems to be the objective here for GODSENT. It seems like they might just roll onto an uncontested A site, and indeed, that's what's going to happen. They still got this presence in main as well. There's no one to challenge this. Bowden will try and fly around. He hasn't even been lost. Bowden might be soon to follow. This bomb is going down. There's not they can do about it. And they don't have the guns for a retake. They don't have the util for a retake. They don't even have kits, John. It's desperate times for ATK. They are locked out. And missed him. Well, he finds a bit, but that's it. That's going to be this series for GODSENT. So many moments where it felt like ATK brought it just so